When you think of Egyptian mummies, you probably picture a pharaoh's tomb or maybe, just maybe, a mummified cat. But deep beneath the golden sands of Saqqara lies a secret world, a vast and bewildering menagerie that goes far beyond our feline friends. While the elegant cat mummies, dedicated to the goddess Bastet, are famous, the true scale of ancient Egyptian animal mummification is staggering. We're talking millions of creatures, from the fearsome crocodile to the tiny, humble shrew, all preserved with the same meticulous care as royalty. This wasn't just a quirky habit. It was a core part of their spiritual world. To the ancient Egyptians, the line between the human and animal worlds was incredibly thin. Animals weren't just pets or livestock. They were living vessels, the ba, or souls of the gods on earth. When a priest mummified a falcon, he wasn't just preserving a bird. He was preparing a physical home for the spirit of Horus, the mighty sky god. This belief fueled a massive industry. Think of it like this. If you wanted to send a message to the gods, you wouldn't just pray. You would purchase a mummified animal to act as your permanent, physical messenger in the divine realm. These became the currency of prayer, connecting the mortal world to the heavens. Let's travel to the Fayum Oasis, the domain of the crocodile god, Sobek. Here, crocodiles weren't seen as monsters, but as divine beings, providers of fertility and power. Archaeologists have unearthed entire crocodile cemeteries, containing everything from tiny hatchlings to massive, 18-foot-long adults, all wrapped in fine linen. Some were even decorated with gold leaf. But here's a fascinating and slightly grim detail. CT scans reveal many of these powerful creatures were killed by a swift, deliberate blow to the head. This wasn't random cruelty. It was a ritual sacrifice, a way for the temple to ensure a steady supply of messengers for the faithful to offer to Sobek. Then there's Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and magic, who was represented by two very different animals, the ibis and the baboon. In the catacombs of Tun el-Gebel, an almost unbelievable sight awaits. Millions upon millions of ibis mummies, stacked from floor to ceiling in endless corridors. These birds were bred in huge numbers, in massive aviaries, specifically for this purpose. Baboons, on the other hand, were a far more prestigious offering. They were imported from distant, exotic lands, like the legendary land of Punt. They lived in temples as revered beings. Incredibly. Modern DNA analysis of these mummified baboons is helping scientists pinpoint the exact locations of these long-lost trading posts, solving ancient mysteries. Perhaps the most surprising discoveries are the tiniest titans of the mummified world. Believe it or not, the Egyptians mummified shrews. Tiny. Nocturnal insectitas were associated with the sun god Ra during his nightly journey through the darkness of the underworld. Despite their small size, they were considered incredibly important, sometimes placed in beautifully crafted bronze circles. It proves that in the Egyptian worldview, divinity wasn't about size. Snakes, too, were carefully preserved, wrapped in long, tubular bundles of linen, symbolizing the primal forces of creation, rebirth, and protection. The process of mummification was just as rigorous for animals as it was for humans. Embalmers used natron, a natural salt, to completely dehydrate the body, and expensive resins imported from the Levant. To seal and preserve it. It's thanks to their incredible skill that these animals have survived for millennia. And today, modern technology like CT scans allows us to digitally unwrap these bundles without causing any damage. This has led to some cheeky discoveries. Some mummies are actually fakes. They're just bundles of rags, sticks, or even odd bones, cleverly shaped to look like an animal. It seems some ancient priests were running a bit of a scam, selling these fakes to unsuspecting pilgrims when the supply of real animals ran low. From ecology to economy to ecstasy, the animal mummies of Egypt tell a profound story. They reveal a civilization that saw the divine in every living thing, a complex web connecting humans, animals, and the gods. So the next time you see an image of an Egyptian mummy, remember it's not just about kings and cats. It's about a people who so deeply cherished their world that they wanted to take every single piece of it with them into eternity. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into the past, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more hidden histories.